Hello and welcome back. In order to use the easier ID, like a easier API where you can search for vaccines much more easily than using any of the APIs or any other API or writing a big code. Just one line will help you to get your vaccines, and several examples are in this repository. First of all, you have to go to my GitHub repository. For that, go to this. The ID is github.com/my name. Could do ARNOB. Once you're there, click on repositories and then CoWin Python. Once here, download this repository. Then go to this. There are several examples. For instance, if you want to check the district list as we have seen before, you can directly use this code. From api.statelist, get the district list. So instead of an overall calling all writing the code and calling the respective API, it's better you write this part of code from API. API is that folder where all the files lie. This is the module, Python module to be imported, and this is the function which will get district list and state list separated by comma. So let's see how it works. I already have the API, but I will download it now. Code. Let's copy it here. Code, download zip file, save. Once the zip file is downloaded, open or extract it. We will just require this API directory to work. We don't require the zip file anymore. The API has all the files that we require. So open a new project in Python. Select the Python interpreter. For me, it's Anaconda Python 3.8. It will scan for the installed packages. Create a new Python file. Name it, say, states and districts. Let's try to print the states and the district from API.statelist import get district and state. So we will have all the state list. Let's try to import from pprint, import pprint, pprint r. Let's run this code and see what is the output. So we have the district and the states. So we can go through ID, name, from all the item, not all, sorry, it's on because it's a dictionary. The ID is the key, the name is just value. So the ID in So once we have this ID and name, let's search for, this time we don't need to search first Kolkata, first West Bengal the state, and then Kolkata. We can search for district directly. Let's slide in Kolkata. We'll write directly, this will be our district ID. If search for, we will do again a case insensitive search. Hence assign, when we find the district, then we assign the ID to search district ID. So we have my district is district ID, search for district. So my district, oh, oops, should be a lower. We cannot search, well, if we don't convert all of the arguments to a lower. So our district is Kolkata is 725. Now once we have our ID, we can search for our vaccines. To search for vaccines, we need to call another function. For that, from API.vaccine, import get vaccine by date range. Here we can search for vaccines by date range. For, say, for instance, today, tomorrow, or for the next 30 days, we can find the vaccines. Let's put the results here. Get vaccines by date range. District, we put the district with our district ID. The next will be day, month, and year. For the day, month, and year, let's search for tomorrow. So first of all, now is equal to datetime.now tomorrow is equal to now plus time delta days is equal to 1. So when we are passing day td is equal to tomorrow dot day is equal to tomorrow dot month yy, should be day month here, not td. Day month year is equal to tomorrow dot year. Which dose? For instance, let's try dose 1. The valid dose are dose 1 and dose 2. Then how many days? Let's put it 31 days. From tomorrow, for the next 31 days, how many vaccines, or what are the dates available? Let's put the mean age as 18 and the max age as, let's say, 44. This will filter out all the vaccines that's fulfill the criteria. Let's pretty print it. So you see that it took a little bit of time, but finally it printed. You can find all the vaccines in the near future, except for the not only limited by the next 7 days, and any other day you can find. After that, you can use your criteria to filter this depending on your needs. You can go and get vaccinated. This is the list. This API is much more cleaner. You can go through it. It is open source API. Whatever I have discussed in the previous video are all encapsulated in reusable modules. Like for instance, find district and state, where you can search, do a case independent search. Instead of writing this whole line, you can search and find your ID. This one, user agent, it creates a global user agent which will be active throughout your execution. It will not change throughout your program time. Then get vaccines by district, which will list all the vaccines like the previous video. This is the core function that is used by the other two functions to filter out depending on your requirement. The third function, get vaccine by date, by district, by date range. This function is utilized, can be utilized to find out the vaccines given more criteria, more advanced criteria, which we have just seen in action. That's it for now. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel, subscribe to our videos, and give us a thumbs up wherever you can, so we can bring you more videos like this. Thank you.